Hello student, now once again I am starting the part 2 in understanding laws. How do new laws come about? The parliament has an important role in making laws. There are many ways through which this take place, and it is often different groups in society that raise the needs for the particular law. An important role of the parliament is to be sensitive to the problem faced by the people. Let us understand or read the following story to understand how issue of domestic violence was brought to attention of parliament and the process adopted for the issue to become new law. हम यहाँ पर देखेंगे कि किस तरह से जो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस या किसी भी तरह के जो मुद्दे होते हैं उनको संसद में उठाया जाता है और उन मुद्दों को संसद के अधीन उस पर बहुत केंद्रित होकर के डिबेट होती है अटेंशन ऑफ पार्लियामेंट के अंदर में, और उसको फिर उस पर इश्यूज़ को अडॉप्ट किया जाता है और फाइनली प्रोसेस के बाद यह एक कानून बन जाता है. डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस जनरली रेफर्स टू द to injury or harm or threat of injury or harm caused by an adult male, usually the husband, against his wife. Injury may be caused by the physically beaten up the woman or by emotionally abusing her. Abuse of women can also include verbal, sexual, economic abuse. The Protection of Women from the Domestic Violence Act 2005 extend the understanding of the term domestic to include all women who live or have lived together in a shared household with the male member who is perpetrating the violence. Now, understand this cartoon here. Sajia, did you read today's newspaper? Isn't it a great day for the women? Now, just women violence free homes will benefit everyone. Kushum, it's taken such a long time to get this new law passed. In fact, it began with the establishing the need for new law. Kusum and Sajia work for a women's organization, both, and they remember the journey of how the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act got passed. इन लोगों ने जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बना करके डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस के अगेंस्ट में जो प्रोटेक्शन की मांग की थी, किस तरह से उनका यह मांग पूरा हुआ, इसमें दिया है. अप्रैल 1991, a typical day at their office. I need advice. My husband beats me up. I haven't told anyone so far. I feel so ashamed. I can't go on like this anymore, but I have nowhere to go. I am being ill-treated by my son and daughter-in-law. They verbally abuse me. I have no access to my bank accounts. They may even throw me out. I do not want to go to the police. I just want to stop the violence. I just don't want to be thrown out of the house I am living in. Unfortunately, the existing law is a criminal one and does not offer these options. Okay? And throughout the 1990s, the need for the new law was raised in different forms. We have heard testimonies of several women. We have seen that women want protection against being beaten, the right to continue living in a shared household, and often temporary relief. We need a new civil law to address this issue. In 1999, Lawyers Collective, a group of lawyers, law students, and activists, after nationwide consultation, took the lead in drafting the Domestic Violence Prevention and Protection Bill. This bill was widely circulated. The definition of domestic violence should include physical, economical, sexual, verbal, and emotional abuse. The law should cover any woman living within a shared domestic space. They should be protected from being evicted from the shared household. What about some monetary relief? Here, the public hearing is done as in a social and political. That means meeting were held in a different organizations. The women's movements want a new law on domestic violence. The government should introduce it in a parliament soon. Finally, the bill was introduced in. The bill has none of what we have been suggesting. We must oppose the bill in its present form. And finally, several women's organizations, National Commission for women made submission to the Parliament Standing Committee. Esteemed member of the Parliament Standing Committee, the present bill must be changed. We don't agree with the definition of domestic violence being proposed. The law needs to be provided for temporary custody of the children. Now, at the press conference in October 2006, what is this new law? This new law is the first is recognizing a woman's right to a violence-free home and provide a comprehensive definition of domestic violence. This is a civil law aimed at providing a relief to millions of women, including wives, mothers, daughters, sisters affected by violence in their homes. The press conference continues there, and then this law is a very significant step because it recognizes the right of women to live in a shared household. Women can get a protection or order against any further violence. Women can get monetary relief to meet their expense, including medical cost. Now begin another long journey. Yes, now the government has to ensure that this law is implemented and enforced. And finally, what do you understand by the domestic violence? List the two rights that the new law helped achieve for the women who are survivor of violence. Can you list one process that was used to make the more people aware of the need for this law? From the above storyboard, can you list two different ways in which the people lobbied parliament? And finally, as above example shows, the role of the citizen is crucial in helping Parliament frame different concerns that people might have into law. From establishing the need for a new law to its being passed, at every stage of the process, the voice of the citizen is a crucial element. This voice can be heard through television reports, newspaper editorials, radio broadcast, local meetings, all of which help in making the work that Parliament does more accessible and transparent to the people. That means हम जितने भी तरह के एग्जाम्पल हैं ऊपर में देखें, यानी नागरिकों के जो रोल होते हैं पार्लियामेंट के अंदर में जो कानून बनाने संबंधित होते हैं वो बहुत ही क्रूशियल होते हैं और जो एस्टेब्लिशिंग द नीड फॉर द न्यू लॉ है उसे पास किया जाता है एवरी स्टेज ऑफ द प्रोसेस के थ्रू, चूँकि इसमें जनता की आवाज़ होती है एंड वॉइस कैन बी हर्ड और उनकी आवाज़ को टेलीविज़न रिपोर्ट्स, न्यूज़पेपर एडिटोरियल, रेडियो ब्रॉडकास्टिंग, लोकल मीटिंग्स के द्वारा लोग जानते हैं पब्लिकली एंड ऑल विच हेल्प इन मेकिंग द वर्क दैट पार्लियामेंट डज मोर एक्सेसिबल, जिससे संसद के अंदर में उन बातों को रखा जाता है और यह लोगों के बीच में एक ट्रांसपेरेंट के रूप में बन करके सामने आता है. Unpopular and controversial now, next time we will discuss. Thank you.